Lorenzo Johnson. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of a consulting firm called WJ Consulting here in Charlotte. And what we do is we specialize in professional development for schools, school districts, school leaders, teacher training, and other employees in the state of North Carolina. I received my Master's of Arts in Teaching degree from Pfeiffer University. I taught for about 12 years, and 5 years, in addition to that, was in the administrative role. I received my terminal degree or doctorate of education from Wingate University in the spring of 2017. My definition of leadership. My definition of leadership is a person or one who is able to provide direction and show the way. All while providing a gradual release of responsibility. I believe that it's the leader's responsibility to ensure that after he or she has taught, after he or she has demonstrated what it is that they want to demonstrate, I believe it's the gradual release of responsibility that really shows and proves that a leader is effective in what he or she has done. Some of the traits or characteristics of leaders. I like to think of a good leader when I think of leadership as someone who listens with the intent to understand. A lot of times we listen with the intent to respond to the question or respond to the feedback or provide feedback or respond to the conversation. But I think a good leader is one who listens with the intent of understanding what is actually going on before he or she begins to speak. Next, I'd like to say that some of the characteristics or traits of a leader is that they always seek the expertise of others. They never know everything. So they want to make sure that they provide effective and accurate information. So they want to make sure that they seek the expertise of others prior to giving their responses or prior to giving their answer. Also, I think that a leader admits when they are wrong. That's probably one of the biggest things that I really, when I think of leaders, a strong characteristic is that they're able to say, hey, I'm wrong. I was incorrect in giving you this information, or I was incorrect in showing you this. But let me show you the correct way, or I found the correct way. So let's scratch what we did earlier, and I'm going to provide you with the correct information. My approach to leadership. I think I have an all-in approach, which means I think that we are all in this together. If I'm leading, I'm not leading alone. I'm not executing the goal by myself. We're all in this together. So therefore, I believe I have a distributive leadership style. I like to source out the talent that's available with my employees. I like to give everyone a fair share and a fair piece of the pie, as I call it, on whatever projects or whatever things we have going on in the office. And also, I believe that this increases the sense of culture. It increases a sense of continuity. It also gives people a sense of purpose. And when people feel that great sense of purpose, they'll work for you harder because they know that they matter and they know that whatever they do is a part of the bottom line. And that's really what you want. Let's see here. What are some of the joys of leadership in my field? Well, in the field of education, I think some of the joys of leadership is seeing schools move from poorly performing to performing, at standard. I think one of the joys is seeing teachers where they have kids who come to them that are not on grade level, and they are really utilizing data-driven instruction, utilizing the state standards, and by the end of the year, those kids are passing the state test. I think that's wonderful. Students get a sense of pride when they are moving from a 2 on the end of grade test to like a 4 or 5. So I think these are some of the great jobs that our schools are doing. And it also gives light to great joys in education. And also, I think a last one would be the promotion of employees. So whenever you see schools where a lot of the teachers are being promoted, I mean, it means that there's some good leadership going on there, some good training going on there, and someone is really showing the way for these teachers and other employees to move forward. Some of the challenges in leadership in the field of education would be everyone has their own opinion. Even though things are working one way for one school, sometimes we want to use them for other schools. So my leadership style may work for school A, but I may have to change it a little bit for school B because the teachers are different, the students are different, the parents are different. So you have to always have in your bag of leadership, you've got to also have some components of other leadership standards as well, that will help you be well-rounded and more effective, because not every position that you're going to be in, not every school is going to directly fall within the line or purview of your particular leadership style. Lastly, what advice would I give to leaders? I think one of the biggest things that you really need is a mentor. So whatever field that you're going in, hopefully you're going in the field of education, but whatever field you're going in, make sure you have a mentor, and make sure it's just not someone who's working or participating in that field, but someone who has really provided some type of credence to that field. Somebody who really understands that field, who's really worked in that field indefinitely, and they've really provided the actual leverage, and they have the results to prove that they were highly effective in that particular field. So I hope this helps you guys in your field of endeavors, and continue to be leaders and continue to do what's right.